Hey Lemfam, what if you could make $100,000 per year working remotely? In this video, I'm gonna show you how to find a remote job so you can work from anywhere in the world and also how to get an interview for it. Hassan is a developer who reached out to me on LinkedIn because he wanted to find a remote job where he could be paid $100,000 per year. So I decided to help him. I asked him some specificities to understand what he was interested into, and he told me EdTech, FinTech, and most importantly, I'm interested in companies that are focusing on improving efficiency and workflows in IT. So the first step is to find all the job offers. RemoteOK.com is a really cool website with all the lists for remote jobs. You can also go on Indeed or Remotive, but when you're a developer, I think like RemoteOK is pretty good. So that's basically where I'm gonna go. So here, for example, I can just check engineer, and I can also filter by salary because I want 100K per year. So here I can basically see all the job offers for developers working remote with a salary of more than $100,000. Here I found a job that would match totally with what Hassan is looking for. So it's a remote work software engineer, and the salary is between 110K up to 130K. And you can apply directly on the website. What most people do whenever they want to apply is they get to boring application. Either they build like a traditional CV, or they're gonna just send a random cover letter that looks very formal. But what you need to do whenever you apply, especially for remote company, is to understand the ins and outs of the company, their values, their website, check their social media accounts, just so you can understand who they are and what they stand for. Here, they also mention something. Be sure to mention the word beautifully when applying to show that you read the job post completely. It's a small trick that is really helpful whenever you post job ads because it allows you to remove all the spam and people who are unqualified. The second step is you need to stand out from the crowd. The way to stand out is through two different ways. First, it can be your hard skills, meaning like how great you are as a developer, or your soft skills, meaning how exactly can you influence and impact the team to be even more productive. So the way I would personally do it is create for each job I'm applying a specific and dedicated resume. And the way I would do so is through Notion. The reason why I would use Notion is because it's literally the best way to kind of outline a resume with different paragraphs, different parts, and also add media such as videos, have toggles, and organize it in a much more interactive way without having to build a website, which allows you to first stand out and at the same time create a much more interactive and human resume. So here you'll be able to duplicate this resume to use it for yourself. And the one thing that I would also add is a video. Whenever you're applying for a job, you need two things. The first thing is be likable, because obviously if you look like a jerk, no one's gonna want to work with you. And the second thing is build trust. A video is a great way to show how you're communicating, why you'd be interesting for the job, and why they should hire you. It's a great way to convince people to meet with you. And for the video, don't overcomplicate it. I would do it with three different parts. First part is introducing yourself. Second part is why you applied specifically for the job. And third part is why should they meet with you. So for example, here I will simply use Loom. If I had to record a video for that exact position, here's what I would say. Hey, my name is Guillaume Moubesh and I'm a full stack developer who would love to join your company. I've checked what you've done and it matched beautifully what I'm searching for. I've been a full stack developer for years and I'm passionate about software, building new things. So here, obviously, you can detail a lot of things and your skills. And you know what? I'd love to work in a team and in a challenging environment where we really try to build the best code possible. You can just keep your video as short as 30 seconds with concluding like, looking forward to meeting you and I hope you enjoy my resume below. Take care, have a great day, boom. So here, once you've copied the URL to your Loom video, you can just basically add it here. And as you can see, you have embedded Loom, which means that the intro of your resume will now be a video where people can just click and get to know you. Pretty cool, right? Now that you've got your Loom video to introduce your resume, you can scroll down and start putting your work experience, what you're passionate about, your education, achievement, skills, languages you masters, and interests. That will basically get the HR or the manager you will reach out to get to know you a little bit better. And with this formula, I can guarantee that you're gonna stand out and that people will want to meet you. But then comes the final step. How exactly do you apply? Would you just click on apply now, or should you do something else? To me, it depends on the size of the company. So for example, if the company has less than 50 people, the way I would do it is go on LinkedIn and start searching for the manager who will be hiring for that specific position and reach out to them directly, saying, hey, first name, I just found out about job opening and I would love to get to know you a little bit better. Actually, here is my resume and why I would love to join your company. Looking forward to meeting you, etc., etc. I think you can make it even more personalized by adding specific icebreakers about the person, if you can find information online or information about what they did as a company, just to show your motivation and stand out even more. In my opinion, each time you apply to a specific job, again, try to spend between half an hour to an hour. So technically you can do maybe like 5 each day in the morning, and I can guarantee that at the end of the week you will get at least 10 to 20 interviews scheduled if you follow step by step this process. To sum up, you need 3 things whenever you want to apply for a remote job. The first thing is really narrow down your search as much as possible. So find an industry that you're passionate about, find a job that you're passionate about, and find the type of work you want, whether it's remote, whether it's in office, depending on the city, time zone. If you want a remote job, find job boards who are specifically advertising for remote companies and make sure to use the right filters. Then it's time for you to make your resume. So make sure that each resume, whenever you're applying, is unique to the company you're applying to. To be honest, I've reviewed thousands of resumes and I can tell you that most of people apply with generic resumes that are often shit. So if you apply exactly the tips I gave you to create a unique resume, you will then be able to get tons of interviews and potentially a job where you get paid 100K per year. I also showed you how exactly you could create a video. So remember, try to be likable, as sharp as possible, explain who you are, why you're reaching out, and why they should meet you. Again, as soon as you're doing the outreach to someone you don't know, always answer the question, what's in it for them? A video is a great way for them to build trust and get to know you a little bit. If you're camera shy, don't worry, you don't have to do a video. Just write it down and make it super sharp for them to understand what's in it for them. I hope this video was helpful and that Hassan will find his $100,000 job. Have a great day. Peace.